Scotty2Hockey here, aka the average hockey fan once again, and we all know now what positions Montreal is going to be picking at in this year's draft. In the first round, they're picking 15th. In the second round, they have two picks, one belonging to Columbus. They're picking 46th and 50th. In the third round, they're picking 77th. In the fourth round, they're picking 108th. In the fifth round, they have three picks, one belonging to Arizona, one belonging to Edmonton. They're picking 131st, 136th, and 138th. In the sixth round, they're picking at 170th. And in the seventh round, with the Winnipeg Jets pick that they own, they're picking 206th. Now, as for this video in particular, I'm focused on two left-handed defensemen who are currently ranked just under 40 in this year's draft. Just under the 40th spot is where scouts think they're going to go. And I think they could slip to 46th overall, and Montreal could snag one of them. Possibly even two of them. Get one with the 50th pick too. And the reason why is because between 30th and 45 in this year's draft, you look at where scouts have players positioned to go, there's a log jam of defensemen, especially left-handed defensemen. And some teams are going to draft for need, not the best player available. And some teams are going to need forwards. Some teams are going to need scoring up front. Some teams are going to need centers. Some teams may even need a right-handed defenseman and not want somebody on the left side. So I think two of these guys could possibly slip to the Montreal Canadiens in this year's draft. One is a more offensive-minded defenseman, better at puck moving. One is a defensive-minded defenseman who's an absolute monster at 6'6", 17 years old, almost 200 pounds, and he's projected to go 38th overall in this draft. So he would be a steal if he slipped to 46th. And he skates really good. 6'6", skates really well, 200 pounds, 17 years old. That is a good combination alone. And he has a cannon of a shot. Anyways, I'll get into the first guy. The first guy is Braden Doyle. Braden Doyle is an offensive-minded D-man who brings excellent speed, vision, can make accurate cross-ice passes, has the ability to blow by opposing players by using his speed, and puck-handling skills. This kid truly is a talent. The USA Hockey All-American is now projected to go in 38th to 40th overall in this year's upcoming draft. But due to his lack of physical play and his subpar defense, I could see him slipping as far as 46th. He would be a project, but at only 17 years old, with the right coaching and development and work on his defensive skills, he could be a steal in this year's draft. He's 17 years old, 6 foot tall, 168 pounds. He's a left-handed defenseman. He was born in Lynnfield, Massachusetts. This year for the Dubuque Saints in the USHL, in 5 games played, he had 0 goals, 1 assist, 1 point. For Lawrence Academy this year in the USHS, he had 28 games played, 5 goals, 24 assists, 29 points, over a point a game there, guys. Committed to Boston College for next year, but still would be a steal if he slipped to the 46th position and could use a year of development anyways, only 17 years old. And the next guy is the monster I was talking about, and I really want the Habs to get this guy. Everything I've read about him screams future NHL, if not star, mainstay defenseman for sure. And scary defenseman to have on your team, a big boy like that. Alex Vlasic. Vlasic is a huge 6'6" left-handed defenseman who's strong skating, puck-moving D-man. He has the full package. He's solid defensively. He's a physical player. He has a cannon of a shot, and he isn't afraid to put his body on the line to help his team win. He does need work on his cardio because he wears out throughout games. He needs a little bit of work on his decision-making late in games, and his ability to play skating backwards is a little bit questionable. Sometimes due to his awkward size and frame, he gets caught flat-footed by speedy forwards rushing in. His overall upside and the fact many experts have him pegged as a future top 4 D-man or at least a mainstay roster player in NHL makes this kid another steal if he slips to 46th. And this year in 2019 for the U.S. National Development Junior Team, in 27 games played, he had 2 goals, 13 assists, 15 points. For the U.S. National Under-18 squad, he had 61 games played, 4 goals, 23 assists, 27 points. And for the U.S. 18 international, for the U.S. 8 under-18 international team, like the international tournament, the under-18s, in 7 games played, he had 0 goals, 1 assist, 1 point. He's 17 years old. He's 6'6". He's pretty much 200 pounds. He's 198 pounds. He's a left-handed defenseman, and in the overall NHL Central Scouting had him ranked 38th overall, between 38th and 40th, just like the other guy before him. And he's committed to Boston University for next year. So both of these guys are committed to the same university next year. Both of these guys are coming out of the U.S. National Development Squad, so a lot of good players are coming out of that team this year. Cam York, Jack Hughes, Both of these guys, like Vlasic, looks like a very, very promising left-handed defenseman prospect. 17 years old, so he'd take a year or two before he'd even play in Laval. But I think if Montreal picked him up at 46th, it would be a steal and it would be the right move to make. So if he's out there, that's the guy I want to see Montreal take above all. But if he isn't out there, I want to see Montreal take Braden Doyle. So one of those two guys are my two picks for the 46th position. Anyways, guys, if you have any better ideas, if you've heard of any better prospects that you think could slip as far as 46th, maybe even 50th, Montreal, there's a possibility of them getting two of these guys. If, say, Doyle slips to 46th and Vlasic is still out there and somehow slips to 50th, you have two sick left-handed defensemen, 17 years old. One's offensive-minded and can score. The other one's defensive-minded, has all the tools to add an offensive upside to it. Strong skating, big body. So many good things out there about those guys, and there's so many good picks out there in this year's draft that Montreal can make. But anyways, guys, let me know if you have any other suggestions, what you think. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell for my upcoming videos, and feel free to leave a comment. I always love hearing from my subscribers and new faces to the channel. This is Scotty2Hockey, aka The Average Hockey Fan. Enjoy your day, folks. Over and out.